a crane here. And we are putting our roof trusses up on the roof today. I really don't know how many days this will take. Like, you gotta figure more than one, right? I don't know. So the roof trusses are 50 feet wide and too tall to like you can't get them in there without a crane, basically. So, Dad, do you want to tell us about craning? Craneage?
What would you like to know?
I don't know. How long will this take?
Actually, it shouldn't take too long once we get it set up and get the first one up. Getting the first one up is going to be the trick because they'll have to put it up and then brace it so it'll stand up. Once we get the first one up, then the rest of them we can brace off of that first one.
And how much is this costing us?
Ooh, about $1,500.
Okay, that sounds so bad. $15 million, or how many?
No, $1,500. The rain last night didn't help us any. I was actually going to get him to back up to the building right there, but I'm glad he brought a crane with a 150-foot of stick.
Yeah, I was like, it's plenty big enough. Good Lord.
And these things are really light, so the crane is not going to suffer at all. I mean, there's no...
It's not like weight on it, really.
No.
Yeah. Okay, and this is our Uncle Vic. Say hello.
Howdy.
Don't you love him? So Uncle Vic's here because how long did you work at Davis Crane?
18 years.
Okay, so he worked at Davis Crane for 18 years. Davis Crane is a crane operator in town. I saw the Davis, yeah. And so every time we need a crane, we obviously call Davis Crane, and then we call Uncle Vic, and so he's our rigger for the day. He's cool. We're just so excited, and we're commenting on, like, these are our so we're doing the building from this point on. So these are our framers, the same framers that we bring to your house to put a beam in or to whatever, to our clients. And we were just laughing because, like, we know they're good. We've always known they're good, but, like, this is crazy. So if you're ever wondering, like, can they put a beam in or can they remove a wall? Like, it's so non-problematic. It's child's play, Okay, we're at Home Depot. We are getting safety harnesses for the framers because I was nervous. So, and also OSHA, and also the law. So let's get safety harnesses. So this is what they're hooking to, so we need like a hook. What if we had right now, like, smash burgers?
Yeah, that would be good.
Or pizza?
Yeah. No, smash burger is way better than pizza.
Right? It's something about,
Okay, today I am taking Katie through what we would call for our clients a specific presentation, which isn't just, we'll have doors, but which doors will we have and where, and what will they look like, and what about the door hardware?
I'm already just like,
and what about the colors? Okay, so all the decisions that have been like in the works or worrying, now I'm presenting to Katie to say, okay, are we on the same page, budget-wise?
Well, and I feel like this whole time you've been kind of presenting me like vibes, and I'm like, I'm loving all the vibes, but like, what are we doing where?
And like, now we need real things.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start here in the entryway. We already know we have our big, amazing, beautiful double doors, custom.
They're so pretty.
A dream. So then, the only thing I want to show you here is, can you find the polished nickel?
Yeah.
That's what our door hardware will be out here. While you flip.
Wow.
Yeah, so that'll be our door hardware.
It's funny because you get it out here and it looks so brass. It's just because it's reflecting the wood.
And it is warmer than like chrome is.
I know, but it, like, look, it literally is reflecting the.
So then here we are weighing two options. We've always thought about doing like that custom branded cocoa mat.
Yeah.
But alternatively, I have this main green marble. We could do like our logo in brass in the marble. So I want to pursue both those options and kind of see where we land.
I'm thinking about, yeah, it's gorgeous. I'm obsessed. I'm thinking cost, and then I'm thinking like traffic, like keeping it like clean and
yes,
really about both. Like it's
so
not
the
like
one would like clean shoes more, but this one we'd never have to replace or what. You know, I don't know how that's gonna wear over time.
And can you walk on this?
Of course. Okay, so then
that's gorgeous.
We're rotating 180 degrees. Then here we've got a big trim wall with our logo on the pins.
Okay.
In metal. I'm
kind of like our current. Okay, yeah.
Kind of like current, but the new logo.
Yeah.
Freshen up. Vibes are good.
And this is the light
up here, and then two wall sconces here.
Oh, okay.
So next up is the vanity. So we're gonna have a big walnut vanity here with kind of a his and hers tower and a central sink to sell, you know, towels, bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Concepts.
Yeah.
Between the two walnut towers, we're gonna have this beautiful kind of 3C.
What do you mean by Ryobell Brad? Brushed gold?
That's him. So the fixture that we have for him, for this section, is that guy. And two kind of more modern visual comfort sconces on either side of this big, beautiful mirror. And then the walnut just stunned central. And I really want to do kind of a focal countertop. I'm showing you a marble here, but this is a quartz. We could choose kind of what product.
Well, I think you know what I'm going to want to do.
See, but the natural will be on the main.
It will?
Well, TBD. I'm going to show you.
Okay.
And possibly in one of the bathrooms, and then a different quartz, and then, you know, like if we're going to sell all the products, then I want to show all the products.
I'm going to show them all, but yeah.
So we'll see, kind of knowing that I want to do like a statement. Vibes are good. Okay, so next up, let's talk stairs first.
Okay.
So our stairs are tricky because normally in residential you just have one rail, but here we have to have two. So the one will be tall for like safety, and the other will truly be a handrail. So for the true handrail, I just went super simple, round, nothing crazy.
Right. Okay.
I want the balusters and newel posts to be iron, round, super simple, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And then there's so many bugs.
There are so many bugs.
Then the top rail, I guess is what we can call that, is going to be that kind of flattened mushroom shape.
I like that.
We like.
I feel like it's like
detail, but nothing too elaborate.
Finding your middle ground between a circle and a square, you know?
Yeah. And then still comfy, because you don't like those.
I love that light fixture you're showing. It's huge, potentially?
Yeah, it's huge. It's one of the biggest that they make.
How tall, you think?
I don't know, 72.
What is that number in feet?
6 feet.
Sorry. Okay, so Trey, will you stand right there? On the fourth step?
There. Yeah.
No, go up a little bit. Yeah. If you take Trey.
Take Trey out here. But he's ganglier.
Literally, I'm sorry, but will you please put your hands out? And then, yes.
Yeah.
It's big.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. It is big. It's beautiful,
Okay, so
and I love it. Wait, can we add shades to it or not?
We can. I don't want to.
Oh, okay, fine.
I know you love a shade.
I'm like such a freak for a shade.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Oh my god, I love a shade.
Well, we can always add one later.
Okay.
Okay, so then this guy.
Wait, can you teach us? Is there like a rule about shades or no shades?
There's no rule.
Okay, it's just why do you not want to do shades here?
That's too you, and it's not enough.
Okay.
If it were
then we would put shades.
Then every fixture would have shades and be visual comfort and be polished and it would be that. But we're a mix here.
Chill, relax.
Oh, that's your interior
It
design
would all
job.
be visual comfort.
Okay, so here we'll have a lower portion, and then it'll bump up slightly slightly here, just on the wall.
But the desk will all be low.
The desk will all be at that
Okay.
same height for, you know, cashing out and wrapping up product and whatever.
Yeah, like two. I know there's two POS
So I'm thinking
systems.
we want a natural product here. And that's what I have this guy. I love the veining.
I love the thickness. I agree. I also love a natural stone anywhere we can get it. Are you concerned that this one's super green? Or are you
No, because
loving that
we
this
are-
one's super green?
We are green.
Yeah, I know. It's like, is that on purpose?
It's on purpose.
Okay, and what are you wanting to do? What are you wanting to do with this?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. So I want this to be paneled, shaker panels on the front, but so that it's not too plain or farmhouse. I like the durability of the wood on the front and the shaker on the front instead of just drywall, but I want it to look a little more elevated, so we'll do a burl insert in the white shaker panels so that it looks expensive but is more durable than expensive.
Definitely want to see if it's cleanable. That makes me nervous. What color? Does it
know how
have
you
to be
are.
white? Can it not be white?
It could not be white.
Really? What are we painting this whole building?
White.
The interiors? Like Shirley's Creamy?
No.
Shoji?
No.
Snowbound?
No.
No.
No, we're probably painting it the color that I really like that we put on the walls at our, what is it called? It was Benjamin Moore
Oh,
on
I thought you were talking about
Morning Dew or, you know.
I thought you were talking about the shockingly bare color jasmine. That
I
one,
do love that.
Night blooming jasmine
Yeah.
is so pretty.
But that's what I want to do on this, you know?
I don't know that I want to do white just because we've had white for 10 years.
No, but why do you think we've had it for 10 years?
I don't know. Well, we'll have to keep discussing what color we want to do for this. I know our current built-ins are white. I love this. I really don't know that I love the white.
I know, but you do compared to every other option that exists. So do you want it hunter green? No. Do you want it khaki?
What if instead of doing burl wallpaper, we just did wood stained grade like for this?
And I'm open to that, but I think the cost expense would be higher. The durability would be the same.
I don't know, it's Tebow. Tebow is a brand of wallpaper
One
that's
roll of
pretty
wallpaper.
high.
Right.
I know. Either way, I'm just saying like,
No, our option's gonna be open and we can price it out,
cool.
but
everything else I'm just like, I'm obsessed, I'm loving.
then let's go
Maybe we keep thinking about it. Okay, so I'm waiting for Sarah to come back over here and keep showing me like conference room. I'm loving everything. I'm obsessed with the front, obsessed with the show bathroom, obsessed with the light fixture and the stairs. I'm really worried about that front desk. Like, I don't know. I just feel worried. But we'll see about conference. We'll see about the rest. I'm excited.
We're in large conference. So this
I'm really excited about this space in
will be
general.
our huge antique, amazing doors. Stationary, working stationary.
I'm still like, I still want to tell everybody, I want to shout it from the rooftops. I do want to shout it from the roof.
I know you do.
We do have access to the roof now, so
We can
maybe
get on
we
the
could go
roof
shout
later
it.
and we can shout it later.
But like, we're building this building around these antique doors we have, and I just can't. I can't encourage it enough.
They're
like,
good.
build your stuff around cool stuff so that it's not later you're like, oh, I wish we had room for these 10-foot antique doors. You know.
We got room for them because we built a whole building for them. In fact, okay, so this wall will be the huge built-in. Where we are will be the conference table.
Yeah.
So, built-ins here. I'm thinking paint grade because we're showing stain grade at the
Right there, yeah.
bathroom. So we'll have a paint grade option here.
Right.
The big TV in the middle because that's what we show you our presentations on.
Sure.
So then we can show stuff here. On either side, kind of an example of what closed built-ins and open built-ins could look like. So I'm thinking a little brass bar rail, a little
On these right here.
and then picture light.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Is first off, what am I holding here?
We'll get there. What do you vibe so?
Oh, okay. My question is like, as far as like a conference room, how do you style a conference room? For
in the
these
same
open
way-
shelves?
Yeah, so we are residential, so we style a conference room like a dining room or a living room.
Or like an office,
So that's
maybe?
what
like
it would look like.
Okay, okay.
We really don't do that many offices.
So it's really like this is this would be all for storage, and that's really just saying like, look, it's pretty in here, be cool. Okay. I was like, do we need anything important there? It's just for visual.
Just for looks. Yeah.
Okay.
And so that then our built-ins don't look like a big old slab of cabinetry. So then in the middle, behind the TV, I'm thinking a wallpaper. So something that's neutral and goes with basically every presentation we're going to show.
I love both of these.
But a little fun, a little personality.
Yeah, I really love both of these. How does it look from like where you are?
How do they look from here?
Yeah.
The fawn one looks way better.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I do have a question about the cabinets. Like, what are the, like I can see the elevation, but what are the like dimensions? Like is
The
this
bottom
coming
is
out
all the
deeper?
same depth. It's 24 here, and then these were shallower.
Oh, okay.
Up top.
Do you want to do like
But-
step, like this is a little bit shallower and then that's even more shallower? Or is that two step down to the TV?
We could.
I don't know what's right.
We can look at it. I also don't really want countertop to come over here.
Oh, okay. Oh, so
just
you'd
want
rather
it to be
have
in the middle.
a tower.
Yeah. So I'll have to figure out
If
that.
we only do countertop here, can we bump it out 2 inches?
Well, I think this could be 24 and these could be shallower.
Oh, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay.
So speaking of countertop,
I feel like I can't really picture it, but okay.
well, I'll do it.
Yeah, I see this. I see
I've got
this.
a line drawing, but we'll get into more detail in a sec. So then this is, our favorite,
Oh, a porcelain.
our
Okay.
favorite marble.
Yes.
We sent an email about getting that marble.
Oh my god, it's called Calcutta Borghini.
Yeah.
And I literally
I
was
brought
like,
the sample, so I'll show it to
this
you.
was like literally 2 years ago when we were talking about this building. I was like, I
Calcutta
messaged our
Borghini
countertop.
everywhere.
I was
Yeah.
like, what if we did Calcutta Borghini? I you not. They were like, okay, great. To do Calcutta Borghini where you want it, it'll be $98,000.
Right. So we said,
Amazing, no. Okay, so is that what
So
this is trying to be, Calcutta
trying to
Borghini?
be that, but it's thinner.
Yeah,
So it'll be better for both our conference table surface and the serving surface. We talked about if we're gonna have team enchiladas, we got to have a spot to put team enchiladas.
We are.
So then this would be more durable than painted countertop. I'm sorry, I've got 80,000 bucks.
Yeah, no, you're gonna be in a bind, no doubt. Well, I'm a little bit stressed. I have a lot of questions now. Okay, so I know that we have to bevel the edge to thick it up, right? So that it's not
We can.
a raw cut edge.
There we want to do that. I don't know that we want to do that here.
It's literally raw. Won't that cut you?
No. Or put Schluter on it. We'll figure it out.
Oh, okay. You want it this thin?
Yeah.
Okay. And then because this conference table is huge, how big does this come? What doesn't say on
It's a
here.
mystery. Yeah.
Would we have to book match it
Yeah.
in a good way?
Yeah, in a good way.
Okay, maybe.
Love it.
I don't know. Maybe is where I land here. This is a high price material. I know that, and I'm nervous. That's all.
Love it.
But papers,
You
obviously,
remember that
cabinets,
the
yes.
material
Yes, yes.
itself is not a problem so much as the labor because it's so breakable until it's installed. That's what I like about it. Very durable.
If we do this in here, that's fine. You can't have a sheet of paper right on a sheet of paper. Something else to think about.
Right.
Clipboards, notepads, But anyway, okay, maybe.
Okay, let's go over here. The girls always laugh because in the buying proposals, I will put one specific thing in the presentation for Katie to cut that I like and I would love to have and I would love to sell, but I know Katie's gonna not go for it, so I put that in so that Katie's like, yes, we're cutting and we're making progress. So perhaps the countertop that we're showing is that, I could live without it. it. We can find the perfect thing. But then it's like, okay, good. She's got a vote. She has control. So we'll see how it plays out.
I'm sorry.
Okay, little bathroom. We're calling the boys' bathroom.
It's not really that.
Not really.
Don't worry.
They're
We're
both
just
gender
calling it that
neutral.
because it's little.
But we are going like more masculine palette in here. So we're
Yeah.
starting with wool.
You know I'm obsessed with that. Yeah, I've always loved that. Literally
You know I
always
love
loved
that
that. I love everything by Philip
Then
Jeffries.
we have a ton of this material. Ours has more blue marble in it. I didn't have that sample, but we're using the material that we already have.
And how are you thinking of doing that? Is that
In a vertical wainscot all around the room.
that material the whole way? Do we have that much?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
You told me how much we had. I told them how much we had.
I'm not sure how much we have. I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. Okay, then the floors
Okay.
are this little gray guy. He's a large scale. He's like 30 by 30. Okay.
I love that. I love that. Wow. What is he made of?
He is porcelain. But he looks like honed marble.
Yeah, it like feels really good.
Okay,
that's
and
gorgeous.
then that is what I'm thinking for countertop. In here we're doing like a vanity that looks kind of like a piece of furniture.
Oh, okay.
And
I didn't really
we talked about doing a red oak in here because we're doing a walnut, we're doing a paint grade, so we'll do a red oak.
I think really
stained grade
traditional. I
little,
think that's
kind of
fine.
Like, look like a masculine chest.
I love
you know?
that.
Like with the lock and the tassel and that kind of vibe.
We had said at some point that we wanted one of our bathrooms to have like the decorative splash.
And that would be this one.
Can you do that? Okay, this is such a dumb question. Sorry. Can you do that in the black marble?
Yes, why wouldn't you be able to do that in a black marble? Of course you can.
I just feel like
You can do anything you want in black marble. I'm always
this is
saying
why I'm not the interior designer. But I feel like I've only ever seen it in white. But is it
Well,
going to be
sure.
okay in black?
it's gonna be beautiful.
Okay.
It's gonna be beautiful and we're gonna love it. And then in here we're doing
Beautiful.
polished nickel.
Favorite. I love the light fixtures, love everything. Honestly, this art, can we order that? I love that.
Yeah, good.
This is our bigger bathroom,
Yeah.
which
So
I'm
in here
so
we're
excited
going
about.
for the brass, and so we've got polished nickel and then more of like a brushed brass in here.
Yeah. This is the one where like I feel like every time I've been like, and what's going where? You're like, no, these are just vibes. And I'm like, okay, but what's really happening?
We're over it. We're moving on.
We're
It's not
moving
just
on.
vibes
What's the
anymore.
real deal?
We have marble mosaic stripe at 42 inches.
You sure?
And then above that is a ceramic cap, and then below that is a ceramic.
As far as heights,
4x4.
are our light switches going to be on tile
Above
or
the tile.
above the tile on assumedly wallpaper?
Yep. Speaking of wallpaper,
I don't mind if the switches are on tile, just because they'll get so
cleanability.
dirty. And this, if we do paper, the switch cover will be papered,
yeah.
which is just.
I, for some
It's up to
reason,
you.
thought our switches were like motion, like not
Oh.
switches. I think they just
Wouldn't
come
that be a
on.
blessing?
We'll check the drawing. Okay, so then this
They're kind of ugly
wallpaper,
though. But I mean, you know, you've got to have like.
this wallpaper on the walls.
Okay. Oh, this one. Okay. Okay, so a vinyl.
And you see we've got like our gold and gray and white marble, and then we've got all those colors in the weave.
I will say, like, ooh, I just thought of this. That wallpaper for the boys' bathroom is literally wool.
Yeah.
Are
we're
we
not putting it on
concerned
the
about cleanability?
No.
Maybe we just
You would
make
be
sure we
absolute-
raise the tile.
absolute height. You would have to.
I mean,
I've got little boys. I know how that is.
I was like, it is a boys' bathroom.
And then I want this on the ceiling.
Can
like
you
a
just
gold
make
leaf.
a note in your heart, spirit, vibe, life to
In my heart, yes.
rise? Make sure it's high enough. Especially
And I want that on the
specifically
ceiling.
one. You've said that before. And you don't think we can just DIY a gold leaf moment up there?
You think we can DIY a gold leaf moment? I really want
Well,
you
now
to
I'm kind of in a
see that
different-
you're leaving me to DIY a gold leaf moment by myself on a 10-foot ceiling. In the bathroom that we're
No,
using
honestly,
to
like,
sell
why don't we have Trey
construction
do it?
products.
Why don't we have Trey do it? Where is Trey?
Trey's sweeping right now.
Let's have Trey-
Don't start gold leafing yet, Trey. Okay.
Maybe we
Okay,
can
so
just have
that's the
Trey go
vibe.
leave it. Okay, cool. I love the light fixture.
And then I want to show you the samples for the grab bars because we still have to choose that.
Yes.
And then we'll look at the colors that we
okay,
like.
cool.
And let's do that now.
Beautiful.
Okay. You know, these are our plumbing
Right.
fixture finishes.
Uh-huh.
They don't make the size grab bar that we need.
Oh my God.
Drat.
Okay.
They do make the size grab bar we need. So we have to choose, do we want modern, transitional, or traditional? We want transitional, but I'm just showing you the options.
I was literally
this has a little bit of
the
that
coinage.
green edge.
Yeah.
It has the steps from all of our fixtures. I think that'll look great.
Oh, so this is where we can compare the colors.
So
do they not have a polished nickel? Oh, this.
They do. We just got borrowed the brasses.
Oh, so we can
the
compare.
fixture in there is roll antique brass or antique gold. Let me find him.
And these are both brushed. Do we only have brushed?
It might be unlacquered. Yeah.
I think he is unlacquered.
We'll check our finish.
And I know
These
Waterworks
are
has an
that's
unlacquered, it's just not
unlacquered.
here.
I think it's that.
You think it's actually antique gold?
Yeah, based on butts. Okay, they're swarming. They're swarming. Okay. This is that. You can
So
see a
this
little bit of that
one.
grain. So I think we want one of the
That
two with the
one.
grain. And that's
burnished brass Waterworks.
versus matte gold, but I like burnished
it's
brass.
Too gold, yeah.
Or you
It's
can
a grab
you can
bar,
do-
yeah.
The other is polished
The
nickel, so that will
toilet
match
paper holder
perfectly.
will be right close to it, but like, would it be crazy to just do not a brass grab bar?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Like it's like instead of trying to match, just
Transitional.
intentionally don't.
In burnished brass.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's easy peasy. That's gorgeous.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it.
Good.
I'm really excited. Thank you so much. Now we'll keep talking about that checkout desk
Yes, we will.
and those countertops.
I think it was really effective when I said, "What color would you prefer?" And then I listed every other color that it could be, and you were like, "Ew."
I know.
Right.
I know. Well, we'll figure it out. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, that's all we've got for the construction side of design. But Sarah's gonna take us to market next week to, I think, finalize like all of our furniture orders and drapes and accessories and,
stuff
everything.
we're selling. Yeah, like
I don't. She would know.
placing
Obviously,
our
better.
orders for what we're selling on opening day. And I have to go.
Exactly. So that'll be fun and so stressed out. I'm like literally getting hives just thinking.
I will not
and
be
you're
wearing
getting
a
hives.
blazer. I will be.
You're getting hives because you're
Yes.
getting eaten up by bugs.
I will be wearing a sweatsuit at best and eating chocolate. And it'll be fine.
That's true.
Now to everybody's favorite part, prayer points.
So if you're new here, every one of our vlogs as we're building this building, we include prayer points to bring you along with us. Like you're a part of this with us.
Please be with us.
Right, we need you. You go first.
Okay, like we've mentioned on and off, this is moving at a rapid clip. It has by far, I feel like I'm swimming as hard and fast as I can swim. However, this is like a speedboat.
Oh yeah, like there's
I
no-
have been left in the waves and fumes. And I'm swimming as hard as I can. I'm swimming faster than I've ever swum. I'm in peak performance mode. However,
It's nowhere near. Like
It's
it's
nowhere
a
near
speedboat.
what-
It's
yeah.
going 65.
yeah,
Like,
it's
I
nowhere
don't-
near. I got hung up in the ski rope. You know, like I'm being drug along, but I'm not, it's not going how I was hoping it would go.
Oh my God.
So I need your prayers that I catch up and I'm close, but like that keep up with like the decision.
Oh, and like be decisive and know what's right, and and it's
I'm a
hard.
very decisive person.
I know,
Like,
I know.
I am.
Well, and that's
but
what's crazy
It's
is, like-
8,000 decisions needed yesterday.
Yes.
Oh.
Like truly have never seen you like this, where you're like
being drugged by the
well,
speedboat is
let's
new for all of
consider
us."
this and let's do this. I'm just like, oh my God, which is right. You're doing the right
And it
thing,
also
but-
I mean, it's like our forever building. So
Right.
I don't want a quick decision. I want the right decision.
yeah, a lot of pressure.
You know? Yeah.
I get that.
So that's my big one. What about you?
Well, I hate to keep saying the same thing and being like, are y'all praying? Is anyone praying for this? Still really struggling to get through these bank draws every month. They're so difficult. And we're getting to a point where the subs Well, the subs have been my subs all along. It's really like it's just really a tight jam to be in, to be like, I need to get this moving forward. We need to do this.
Like, to keep the
You're not
schedule
going to get paid for 30 days because it takes me that long to get the money from the bank, but it's just tight. And I don't love it. I love being
you're
generous and available, and my subs never have to wait for money ever, and so it's just a little bit uncomfortable to play that balance, I think our next prayer point is that we have some items. Remember how we explained that our front doors are like kind of the most dramatic thing we've ever ordered in our whole life, and like everyone was like, no, you can't have that, and we were like,
but we will have
we can.
Yeah.
So they're turning out to be really difficult, which I think everybody was saying, and I get that and I appreciate that.
We just need the door hardware to come.
Yes.
And then everything will fall into place. It just hasn't come yet. And we don't have like a tracking, which is causing Katie stress.
Yes, so truly we need that.
Leads me to my, I believe, final point. One of our party is more anxious than the other, and is
generally all the time.
And so the anxiety of like, okay, the building is getting more and more real, which means, and we've been drawing from the loan, which is more and more real, but we will have to pay that back at some point. She's beginning to panic.
Yeah, it's
casually about having to pay it.
It's really fun to like build the building and pull from the loan.
Yeah.
But when you start realizing, well, we're about to have to start paying, that's a transition.
100%.
Yeah.
So, but we prayed about it this morning, but also join with us in praying for that, because it is just the
provision,
the confidence of knowing that God is going to come through. It's easy to say, ish, but it's now you got to like believe it and practice it, and that's the harder part. So I think that I think those are our prayer points for today. Okay, so I always forget what I say, but follow along. If this is your first vlog, go back and catch up. Obviously, start at 1 or 0, vlog 0. Also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, wherever.
That's where
we are.
More behind the scenes content of what it's like to do this. Yeah,
exactly. And then we'll keep you posted through the process, of course.